So for those of you who have never used a glass mat before, hold on. Oh, this has been out of focus the whole time. Okay, so like I've used super glides before, and like quite frequently. I use super glides for a long time, both on the Viper Mini Signature and on like the Pulsar X2 and everything. And then I've used glass on cloth. The difference is that it has no give. There's no give to this. I don't know. It's a very solid experience for me. And I was just expecting it to be, because like the mouse would just like go all over the place before on the super glides, even with the cloth pad. But this thing has it has stopping power. I don't even know how the fuck they do that. So I'm using dots right now, dot skates. It just works really, 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 really well. And again, my biggest issue with it is like for travel, like how am I gonna get it to land? And especially if I have to get on a plane. And my issue is like they actually give you like a weapons grade like unkillable box to put it in. It's got like really, really thick foam. Actually, I can show it to you. I don't know if you can tell like how fucking thick that shit is. Like there's like no give to this shit. If you were traveling with like a suitcase, like not a carry-on, you could definitely get it in there. Doesn't a smaller pad work for traveling? They don't make a smaller pad in this style. In this they have the Skypad 3 I think has a smaller one, but this one specifically doesn't have a smaller one. You can only buy it in this size. Yeah, and that's true too. Like the space on the desk, like you can't like the nice thing about a cloth pad is you can kind of like mold it around setups and stuff. Whereas this thing, like if it doesn't fit on the desk, like you're shit out of luck. Which it's the only thing. It makes me really sad because I think this is actually like the perfect playing surface. I've never used anything quite like it. It just like it glides. My arm glides. It doesn't. My arm doesn't stick to it like I was expecting it to, and that was like the early complaints about most glass pads. And it just works really well. My problem is like I don't know how I'm gonna take it anywhere. That's it. That's it. Yeah. If they make a smaller one, then maybe. But this is like kind of wild. Is it basically a cutting board? So my understanding is that it's superheated glass, so it's tempered glass, but they etch it in a way that like it kind of changes the profile of how the mouse slides across it. Right? So instead of having like a fabric with a different type of like weave or surface on top of it that control, like because you can have control pads or speed pads, they etch it in a way that it accomplishes the same thing. But my guess is actually it's probably more durable than fabric in like not in general, because you can obviously like it's a fabric is a very versatile material, but like I mean it's glass, so it's gonna last, I think. Yeah, they have this giant pad too that you can clean it with. There were like this is actually like I've never had a glass cleaner this like industrial come with anything. Usually it's just the little thin guys, but this thing is like compared to what I usually get in them, it's pretty wild, actually. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I like it. And would I say it's worth it? Probably not, in the sense that it's not worth it because you can get like 99% of the way there or 95% of the way there with like a nice artisan pad or something, or like a Lethal Gear Saturn Pro or something along those lines, maybe. But like that last 5%, is it really worth $100? I'd pay for it. But I play StarCraft every single day, all the time, right? Like this shit's my life. So like obviously, you know, if I have it, like this is why I search for the correct mouse, because like the correct mouse, because you know I would like to be comfortable, and I'm just a picky guy. So for me, I'd buy it. For most people, I'd say that there's much cheaper that can get you very, very close. Are all the pros? So the thing is with pros, I don't know how they're going to travel with it slowly. Like, I just don't know how. I don't know how they're supposed to get on a plane with it. I don't know. And I wouldn't recommend a single pro buy it either. That's like, you know, most, like every time a pro recommends me something, there's two things to consider. There's, you know, whether or not I think it's a good product, or whether or not, like, how is it going to fare under duress and travel and that kind of shit. You could travel with this, but you're going to check a bag, right? So that you've already got like a bunch of broke ass like pro gamers showing up to LAN that are not going to pay the $50 to $100 to check a bag just to bring a giant fucking glass mousepad. It could be broken in travel, and then you're gonna have a hard time finding another one, because, like, where the fuck are you gonna get another glass pad, right? So you're gonna get stuck on some other shit. Like, so I would have a hard time recommending this to a professional level player, unless they were willing to travel with like 2 of them in case one of them got broken. Which I don't know if that's worth it. That's up to the pro to decide. Hopefully the tournament is in Germany. Yeah, I mean that's part of it, right? Like, it's kind of like, why, like, oh, so what mouse should I buy? Well, okay, buy Razer, Pulsar, Glorious, in order, Logitech, Razer, like Pulsar, Glorious. Why? Because if you break one, it's like it's literally Prime Day shipping will get to you like before the day's even done. Like Prime 1 Day will get to you, so you can get a new one. Yes, exactly. Like the Superlight is the Superlight is very reliable. It's easy as fuck to get your hands on. There's odds that another professional around you has another one. Like, so like, this pad is, in my opinion, like the best mouse pad I've ever used, but it's tough to recommend to anybody. I think that if you're like the kind of gamer who takes gaming quite seriously and doesn't travel to LAN and has some money on hand, this is the buy, 100%. But like, there's a lot of edge cases where I would not recommend one, personally. Hey YouTube, if you like this video, comment, subscribe, leave a like. Consider joining our wonderful channel members here, and have a good day.